Hey, hello, hi. So it's been a couple days since the new event went live, and with it came the return of the hydraulic weapons. For those of you that are new-ish, whenever they add a limited time weapon set like the hydraulics, vendor tech, or the scavenger weapons, there is always a theme that goes along with them. The scavenger weapons ended up costing less to craft, but had a lower durability. The vendor tech weapons were all energy-based, and the recent vacuum tube weapons were all nature-based with a high chance of stun. And the current hydraulics all have increased impact and knockback attributes. They are also a little weaker than the equivalent weapons as a drawback. Aside from the Hydra. The Hydra is a beast, and my all-time favorite go-to sweaty weapon. And since they brought it back, I can now have both an Obsidian and a Shadow Shard variant. So all of you plebs that are just now getting your hands on a Hydra being like, Gumbi, we have a Hydra too. Yeah, well, I got Shadow Shard Obsidian, so ha, joke's on you. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, we're going to start off with melee weapons. Starting off with the hydraulic hammer. It's pretty badass. Typical swings, but it's heavy attack. What? Yeah. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, hydraulic spear. It's a little slower than the typical spear. Does the spin move. How much energy does that cost? 60 like most of them? 40. Okay. Hydraulic sword. I do have this guy leveled up quite a bit. I'm using it right now. But it is just a typical 4-hitter. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it does a double tap. Alright, let's do the guns. So we got the hydraulic sniper rifle. It's pretty much your standard. Heavy bullets. Medium bullets, my bad. Medium bullets, 12 shots. It's not fully auto, but you can fire about that fast. Hydraulic pistol. Heavy ammo, 12 shots. It's not fully auto. That's the fire rate right there. And if let's see, we'll show. That's the recoil. Not terrible. Now, my biggest disappointment ever. I play soldiers. I love assault rifles. The Nailer, aka the hydraulic assault rifle. Man, it sounds cool, but that's it. Look at that spread, man. It's as terrible as a fucking LMG. That is ass. This is ass. I can't stand this. I think it's terrible. Let me see if I can hit that bush. Let's hit that bush. Yeah, boy. But standing control bursts. Well, then I should be using a sniper rifle or something. Yeah. Yeah, very disappointed. Sounds awesome. Love it. But it's terrible. Terrible. Now I can hit the tree, that's about it. Alright. Shotgun. And my favorite toy. The Hydra. The shotgun is actually pretty handy, and I'll explain here in a second. The reload, my shotgun's leveled up, so I've got quite a bit of reload on mine. 2 reloads, a 15 and a 30. So, plus I also have a rate of fire and a recoil reduction. So it kicks a little bit more than that normally. It's a little slower firing than mine. And the reload is nothing like that. That is insane reload. I'll come back and explain why I use, why I use the hydraulic shotgun. And then the Hydra, for those of you. There's rumors that it's terrible and it's garbage because it has set rolls. You're right, it's terrible. I don't know why I use it. I use it more than anything. It's my go-to gun, but it's terrible. It's complete garbage. Don't ever use it. Don't buy it. It's terrible. Terrible. It doesn't one-shot anything. It's also broken right now. I think it's always been broken. I've never tested it until the other night, but that's for another video. Basically, if you're playing Soldier and using the Hydra, you don't get your full damage increase off of debilitating shots, lingering pain, and or kneecapper. But it does apply all 3 stacks in one shot, but you're not getting your 15% bonus, which is a little upsetting. But the fact that it's still 1 shots, 2 shots, everything, I'll let it slide. Okay, so for those of you that are new, Epic did not really market or advertise the hydraulic weapons. They just said they returned. So for those of you that are not aware of hydraulic weapons, they are not as powerful as other guns. So the shotgun is not nearly going to do as much damage as any other shotgun that I have. But it has, the hydraulics are based on increased impact values. So you can literally clear off walls. If you're playing Constructor, I'll use this shotgun along with the hammer and clear husks. Almost every shot knocks multiple husks down and usually back a whole tile off of my wall. So if this is my wall I'm guarding, I can peek out and just in a couple shots clear everything off of it. Or I could bull rush or take my hammer and do a swing. But yeah, that's pretty much what they do, is their increase. Let's see if I can show you some. Yeah, hydraulics. Cool. Best thing ever? That. Hydra. The terrible Hydra. It's garbage. It's terrible. I love it. And then this is cool too. Just because of the... Yeah. Ha 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 ha! Just cuz. Oh. Oh, what's this? Did I forget something? A hydro rocket launcher. Interesting. What does this guy say? Fires a powerful rocket with a larger concussion shockwave that knocks back enemies. Slow to reload. So, unlike other rocket launchers, this guy's got a slower reload than most of them. It actually does quite a bit of damage too. And it has a massive explosion radius compared to the others. And again, it's got, God, we put this in the hands of one of our lower levels when we first got into Twine. He was in Plankerton, and he could walk smashers backwards. He couldn't do any damage, but he could just keep them back from the base. It was cool. It's definitely the anti-smasher rocket launcher. Okay, so I'll put on screen a few screenshot comparisons just to show off the increased impact value on some of the hydraulic weapons. First up is the hydraulic sword versus the VendorTech slicer. They are both level 4-star 40, but the hydraulic is only an epic and the vendor tech is a legendary. But notice at the bottom that the hydraulic has 551.7 impact versus the vendor tech only has 321.6 impact. Next up is the legendary hydraulic hammer called the Pulverizer versus the legendary vendor tech slammer. The hydraulic pulverizer is only level 2-star 20, while the vendor tech slammer is 3-star 30, an entire evolution higher. And yet the pulverizer has 739 impact against the slammer's 644.4 impact. One more. Here's the legendary hydraulic pummeler shotgun versus the regular legendary thunderbolt shotgun. The pummeler is only one level lower than the thunderbolt at 3-star level 25 versus 3-star level 26. And once again, the hydraulic weapon is sitting at 3,326.4 impact against the thunderbolt's 2,835 impact. So if you're looking for weapons that do additional impact and knockback, then be sure to gobble up as many of these hydraulics as you can, because we probably won't see them again for at least another 6 months or so. Hopefully longer. But it took about 6 months for it to cycle back around from last time they implemented these. Anyway, this has been a brief overview / showcase / preview, whatever you deem as the acceptable term. I put preview and people are like, it's not a preview, they're already out. It's a preview. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, as always, I stream daily over on Twitch at twitch.tv/SlyGumbi around 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Schedule's been a little wonky lately due to real life work scheduling issues. But that's typically a good time, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. If I don't have to work early and I'm not closing, that is my schedule. If you're looking for a good, rock-solid, growing PvE community spread across all platforms, my channel is definitely turning into that. One of the fastest-growing, biggest PvE channels that I can find. If you're also a streamer, you do PvE, let us know. I keep adding all the new upcoming PvE streamers to my follow list, so when I get done, we end up smacking people with big-ass hosts. So it's pretty cool. We're all just a little PvE community growing. We'll never be bigger than BR, as much as a lot of you would hope, but the reality is PvP will always be bigger. But we're growing. So that's neat. I also started a Discord channel a while back that a few people are starting to utilize more and more. So if you're interested, there are links in the description below for those as well. And that's pretty much all I got for this one. So I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye now.